Thank you very much, Anthony. Well, it's Recovery Week here on Today in St. Louis, and we're looking at addictions that may not necessarily be mainstream, but people struggle with on a daily basis. And today, we're looking at sex addiction. It's a complicated subject because there's debate in the medical field if it really is an addiction, but counselors who help those struggling with this issue say it's becoming an epidemic, and they see a common theme with the patients they treat.
Frank, what is sex addiction and porn addiction doing to our families?
Well, if you listen to attorneys who specialize in family law and divorce law, they are saying that it's keeping them well in business in a very sad way. It is increasingly the majority cause for destruction of marriages and families.
Frank Theus is a certified sex addiction counselor who routinely has a waiting list of men needing his help.
This is so much an issue in our culture.
Theus says it's an addiction that comes with a stigma, a lot of shame, and secrecy. It's often a lifelong battle, but there is help.
There is real hope if you're willing to ask for it.
And he would know because he has his own story of sex addiction.
And I needed to save my marriage.
He did save his marriage, but it took months of intense counseling, being open and honest with his wife, and surrounding himself with accountability partners. His journey led him to be a counselor.
You cannot be a lone ranger in this life with any issue that's becoming problematic. So it's vital that you get a battle buddy or a group of battle buddies who you can trust, who will hold you accountable.
Then it would just spiral into...
Dawn Jones is with the organization First Light. It's a faith-based organization that helps men and women struggling with sex addiction. They also help spouses who've been betrayed.
They're coming forward with symptoms that look like trauma. And so we're helping them identify those things, cope with those things, and also just grieve.
Like Theus, Jones also believes there's hope for the addict and for the marriages.
A lot of marriages are healed. A lot of reconciliation happens, but it takes both parts, the struggler and the spouse, their willingness to heal. So it's hope, but it is a lot of work.
Now, both Jones and Theus say most men who become addicted to sex are often exposed to pornography at a very young age. And listen to this. They say they are seeing more and more women being treated for sex addiction, especially those under 35 years of age. Well, we finish our recovery.